Hello and welcome everybody, and thank you guys for joining me again. My name is Wilky. Here's a quick patch rundown of the 29th of August patch for Once Human. I think or most important, or at least most interesting one for me, was the addition of a new crop. And you can see there is contaminated wheat. It looks a bit more bluish, but this is essentially what it's looking like. And you can gather these. There's also aloe and berries. I have not found those yet, so I assume aloe is probably going to be more prominent in the desert area, and for berries, I actually have no idea which berries they are, because there's also a couple hawthorn berries here. Now, for me personally, I don't know how much this is regular wheat, just for comparison, so you can definitely spot the difference. How much stuff we're going to get, I have a test batch in my barrel, so you cannot use them to cook or eat them. But the main point of them is in order to give you another opportunity to get acid. Now, as I said, how much we'll know in a bit. Just gonna grab some silvers, and I'll catch you guys in a second in my base. So if you're back at my base, you have to put them into your brewing barrel at a ratio at 3:1, and I'm curious to see how much acid this actually yields, because if it's not a really good amount, okay, this is 1 acid. Now, I'm not entirely sure if this is worthwhile or not. But hey, at least we know what this is used for. So, for some of the other features, we now have mod filtering. I think this is a very great addition. So now you can filter your mods not only by main stats, so let's just say we filter by those two. And then you can further narrow it down by using specific labels or substats. Now, I do think that this still needs a lot of work, because Boss Scourge, I mean, it makes sense that this is damage against great ones, right? But I still wish that they would just fix and clean up these things. And overall, though, I think this is really good, because right now we don't have a whole lot of mods, or at least I personally don't have a whole lot of mods, because I didn't really start farming it. But once you start hammering out your controllers in Pro Mode silos or in Prime Wars monoliths, whatever, you're gonna get a lot of these mods very quickly, and things become quite convoluted. And so I think this is really good, especially since I'm not really a huge fan of how the systems and how the menus all that work. So giving us more filtering options is really great. They also added 2 new settings. The first one is about, if you go to gameplay and at the very bottom here, you have now more whisper settings. You can turn them off. You have dynamic and on, so there is more. Hello? Exactly. So you can measure it out how much you want to see them, and they also added a new feature in regards, no, it was actually here. You can now turn on auto vaulting. So essentially, before you wanted to climb, you had to input spacebar again. Now if you do that, I don't think it actually autosaved. Obviously this is something I can't really show you because well, it's on, so I might have to hold spacebar. I'm not sure if the feature is working correctly, but they added this, so, you know, just play around and see what fits your playstyle a bit better. They also said that they changed Prime Wars, and we have a good example there. So hold on with me. I'm curious to see if the delays, the lags, the rubber bands, and all of that is actually changed or not, but we'll see about that. We're just gonna make sure that we're gonna get more points. Which one? That is, that's Secret Servitor, right? Okay. So we're gonna do the usual tactic. We're gonna hammer myself some low HP. I'll catch you guys after the timer has So I'm here with some points stacked up. Before we're gonna go live into the fight, there have been new events. It's not really a new event, this, for those of you who played before. This is an event that was there on the first server as well. Now, I'm not entirely sure how they plan to do this, because on our existing server, there's virtually no point handing out these codes, because how this works is if you are below level 10, you can enter this code, and if you're above level 10, you can, or level 10 and above, you can use these codes and give them to somebody else, but those people have to be low level or just fresh on the server, which, quite frankly, I don't even think that anybody on our server is below that threshold, and even if, you need a couple of those people in order to get that. And, I mean, there's Starchrome in it, so I think it's worthwhile doing. It's only 1000 Starchrome, but genuinely, I think it's kind of weird that there are events that we pretty much will not be able to take part in. These are the rewards that I bought from the other server where I had this event already going. So yeah, I think this is a bit strange. Needless to say, there's a couple more things they added. This new accept invitation, you can see this is the player that invited me back in the days, and he has a Soaker, the Last Valor, Assault Rifle, the Scar, But yeah, I mean, it's nice that they're doing more stuff, but generally speaking, I think they should adjust this one here. They also added some more cosmetics and more loot crates. There has been a fix. If you go to your mail, they explain that there has been some issues going on with the Lightforge crate. I personally did not spend anything in the cash shop other than the battle pass. That is the only thing that I bought, and I didn't have any issues with that. So I also only bought the... I don't even know where I can buy it now, if I can even buy it again. So I only bought the basic one, not the super hardcore premium one. So there's that. And other than that, there's not really much to it. They added a couple fixes and quality of life features, plenty bug fixes. Yeah, we're just gonna be here waiting for the Prime Wars. And then we're gonna be seeing how things are going. Yeah, there's plenty Gatlings, so we should be fine. We have 33 out of 40 people, so we have a decent amount of tests. Whether or not the delays and lags are going to be better. Just for a good measure, I'm not going to be switching weapons. Because, yeah, in the past, I think you all know that switching weapons in Prime War was usually a death sentence for your score. So, let's just go. Let's see how much of damage we can probably instantly summon my doggo here. As you can see, the shell is breaking fairly quickly. So far, everything seems to be good. The question is, what's happening now? Yeah, it still is a bit problematic. The reload, like, it feels better, I'll be honest. It felt better than it used to. But there was still some reload stuffs, and generally, I'm curious to see if the mechanic works or not. Because last time the mechanic just completely bugged out. So we're gonna be curious. Come on, summon your three clothes, thank you. Okay. Yeah, as I said, I think they changed some stuff. It felt okay. It felt better than it used to, but I still think there's a lot of room there. But at least we saw what's going in here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. How much damage did we deal? Not a whole lot, but that's fine. That's all for the patch notes. Hope you all have a lovely day, and I'll see you guys next time.